I met a gypsy.
Not everyone cares, and not everyone's gonna take on that workload.
Which is fine.
But it's like, it's so easy. It's right there. You do this in your daily life so many times.
But I feel like, and I don't know how you feel about this, but I just feel that everything is kind of in perfect time. You know, and I think maybe one day society will evolve to be in that place, and it's just not now. But you need, like, there's probably, I don't know, 2/3 or 1/3, or there's a certain amount of people like us that are getting there, right? And I don't know, maybe we're the kind of the front line of it, you know? Like, I don't know if people were really, obviously there's always been like monks and stuff, and I don't know all the history, but I just feel that the earth has like a balance to it, and everything happens in perfect time. So
yeah, maybe it's like there'll be a tipping point.
Yeah, maybe it's just not right now.
Do you get that feeling when you ride, like you can associate with that no voice in your head kind of feeling?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I used to get a lot of outside, like just like a lot of outside thoughts in my head, you know, and
while riding.
Yeah, while riding, just have stuff come in. Like, this is really young, like 10, 11, 12, 13. As I've gotten older, I've felt, I didn't know what it was, but I definitely feel that I'm able to, like, I can hyper focus, you know, like, and I'm able to kind of be free out there, I guess. And I've definitely gotten better at that since I've started meditation. You know, anybody that even, I mean, you could hand a headspace course to like a 12-year-old kid and watch the difference from, you know, in him. Like the clinical studies they've done on meditation after just like 2 months of 10 minutes a day is pretty wild. Like it's something that is, like you said, it's right there. It's like, it's pretty easy. It doesn't really even take that much time, like to kind of unlock that level. I wish I started it when I was younger.
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
I mean, I think the same thing. But with that being said too, like, I read Waking Up in 2017.
Oh, really?
Like, I read it and it just did nothing.
Yeah. Everything is,
you know?
yeah.
So it's so hard to, I guess, you just don't know what you don't know. And you don't know when it's going to click. You don't know when you're going to get it. But I think it's like, that's why you got to show up all the time, you know, like, that's why you got to take swings. And like those podcasts, you know, where I said like, I fucking wish I would have cut. It's just reps. I'm just like, you know what? You can't have a clean rep every time. It's like, no one expects, to your point, perfection every single time.
We hold ourselves to the highest standard.
But it's like, when you just keep showing up, like, at some point it's gotta pay off, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely, it's not like I got shown the way and it was like this instant thing. It was like, no, I read that book 4 years before it had any impact on me.
I think you talk about keep showing up. You know, I've had that mentality through, and I didn't really know what it was for. I just always have been determined, and talk about having injuries, setbacks in the sport. I always kept showing up, kept looking for the best in things, didn't let myself get cynical, all this kind of stuff, right? But I was looking for, like, keep showing up to get this, you know,
not just to keep showing up because that's enough.
Well, this is what I have in my head that I want. This is why I'm showing up. This right here. And if I don't get this, it's a failure. Like, then all of this showing up is for nothing.
Yes.
But shift your perspective a little bit sometimes, and like, keep, you know, that the process of showing up and coming back and applying yourself and being the best you can. Okay, yes, I haven't won championships like I want to, and I still want to. I still believe I can achieve that. But look at what else it's done for me. Like, just because it's not this thing, this plan, this, you know, exactly what you want, doesn't mean it hasn't paid off for you. Yeah. You know, and I think that's the biggest thing. Some people will come up to me at the races these days, and it's almost like they're worried about me or something.
They feel sorry for you.
Yeah. And I'm like,
that's so fucking weird.
I'm like, dude,
I'm killing it.
Like, I got a house on a golf course in California. Like, I'm doing what I love every day. I mean, it's like,
we're good.
I'm chilling, man. Yeah. I am chill, but it's just funny because everybody thinks like that. Like, if you don't have this, no way you can be happy, right? Like, yeah. But I don't know. I think the big thing for me is just kind of realizing what's there instead of just being hyper focused on the one thing that you want.
Yeah. So you have to be happy with this year though.
Yeah, I'm
like, all right, let's keep aside any personal feelings.
Yeah.
On paper, at least for me, or me visually watching you as a fan of the sport, 2023 has been a sick year. Like, you've done
really good.
You're at all the races.
Yep.
I mean, you missed a few.
2.
But it's like, dude, there's some big improvements being made. And the other thing I think, and I'm very stoked that Carmichael was so like adamant about this all year.
Yeah.
Is that like, he needs to be here. This is exactly what he needs to do. This is a great ride for Adam Cianciarulo. Like, that was really hit home through the broadcast because of him. And I think he did you a massive service this year because that's the truth.
It is. And people listen to Ricky Carmichael when he talks. You know, he was really kind to me, and he was right. Like, I needed to show up and do. I've clearly in my life I've had one gear, and that a lot of that
you're not first, you're last.
Exactly. Well, and a lot of that is, and like, as smart as I am, in a way, you know, I was being stupid because a lot of the things that I had to face in 2022, like childhood stuff, was the reason why I was riding like I had a gun in my head all the time, and I couldn't change that.
Yeah. And
so step one for me is like, how does all these new personal changes, how does this fit in me racing? And like, how do I get the best out of myself? But yeah, I mean, I knew that I was going to be a little bit cautious. I knew that I wasn't completely healthy. And like I said, I was dealing with some things like till halfway through Supercross, and I really, it was kind of like an overnight thing for me, like kind of snapped out of it and started kind of seeing everything for what it was. It was great. But yeah, my goal was to race all the races and just try to just tick away and get a little bit better and show some flashes here, lead some laps. And I think like I am enjoying myself a lot, and I'm in a great like place mentally, all that, but I still, at the end of the day, like, I'm a competitor, and I know I have, and I know I have a lot in the tank. Like, obviously, you got the new generation coming along, the Degans, the Jets, the Chases, and all this, and I just think that I still have a lot left to give. Yeah, and you know what it's like to kind of take on the challenge that you've taken on, when you feel like you've really, when you've done that. It unlocks a lot for you. Yeah. Like, I feel that I'm capable of so much more, and I don't know how it's going to manifest itself, but I feel that I'm capable of so much more than I ever have been in my life. And on top of it, I don't love what I'm doing because of this is attached to it. Because it's going to get me in the Hall of Fame, or it's going to get me a house on the beach, or 20 million, or a slap on the ass from the industry. You know, I love it because I just love it. Yeah. And it's so easy to show up to work every day when you have a genuine love for something. So I'm just riding the wave and doing everything I can, but definitely excited for the future.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang. And as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.